Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We spent the rest of our heirlooms upgrading the temple they place again, and we're having everybody else have their stuff taken care of, and we're getting ready to run off on another mission. Ordinarily, I would never bring somebody with 70 stress, but 12 stress every time and 13 stress every time means that we could potentially get rid of all of this in 3 rounds. So, not too worried about it. We'll just take care of it right away. And it's a medium mission, so we have an extra camp if we need it. Everyone is, of course, running a fasting seal. I was going to put that double food consumption for all the other benefits on her, but, I mean, she already has 120% trap disarm. Even though it only says 80 for some reason. So, I imagine it'll be fine. Wow. Don't need any food. It's just a medium and not a long one, so 8... Oh, no, wait. He has the sun ring on. So we need to make sure that it stays up that high. Shovel. We already had one. Keys. Yeah, that's pretty good.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
So, out and around, over, and then back. Torch.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Hey, boss, exactly what we need.
Ancient traps lie in wait. Unsprung and thirsting
Honestly,
for blood.
with his camping stuff, too, even if he does get to the virtue chance, I'm pretty certain we can get him back down to 0. This party seems pretty good at that. Scouting, it's been a while. That it happened this soon, anyway. It seems like we almost
Such
have to have a
quantities are
Houndsmaster for that.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Stashed heirlooms. Rests. So we're gonna need... Is it negatives below? Okay, he just only gets the benefits above 75. I wasn't sure if it was like, and below 51 bad things happen.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So, you're gonna fix him. And also reduce his incoming stress. Should... need accuracy. I guess we'll kill the stress one first. Just because he's high, and it could be kind of bad to start off with somebody hitting that. Should we start off doing damage? Maybe we should kill, like, this guy and then start doing that. I'll just have the Jester keep doing it in the meantime. Ooh, can we stun this guy? Hey, and it shuffled him to the back. I knew a Houndsmaster could for certain, but... that was like a 75% chance or something? Didn't realize this thing was that low. 35% less. 16.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Munch. Not today. 44% chance of working. Maybe just mark it and throw daggers at it. Loads extra damage.
How quickly the tide turns.
And then he was devoured. 5% crit. Not the worst thing that could happen. Start killing your own stress, too. We need to peel through here. I just remembered, he's a stress eater. So if he's above 50, and we get a food check, we don't have any food. 14. Tick.
Destroyed.
Just the weakest. 13. 44. We are now at least under the half range. Well, he could totally wreck this thing. But I imagine she could do a lot the same. And our bounty hunter can hit him too. 17. Maybe you should just try and stun it first. Very good. And so we fix all of the stress. And probably kill that thing before it gets to go. Unless it rolls really high next round. So from now on, he can fix himself. Managed. It's so nice having a jester. 7.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Ain't touching that thing. I know there's probably a chance of something good happening, but... Wow, that was a big scouting. It looks like that direction's mostly clear, but we still have to check. Because we don't know the last room, unfortunately. Yay, since we're under. Free healing. Yeah, she still has a 100% chance to disarm, even without that super thing. Granted, I know it gave her speed and some other stuff, too. Ah, so we did have to go there. Alright. At least there's pretty much nothing up here. Other than a crate! But it was empty. Her stress is non-existent because she can pick all the traps. Disarm them. It probably involves picks. And right before the battle, we get above 75.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay. 80%, 40%. So that only has like a 50% chance of working on him. Maybe we should just go faster than them, preferably. Wasn't enough. So you can hit them both, right? Do it. Their bleed resist, it's down. Now maybe he can do things? They could actually work pretty well. It's kind of cool that they both hit the middle targets. You can only hit one of them anyway. She might as well as do more than... Well, actually, just under half its health. 23 grit.
Victory.
If we're just gonna keep doing that, I'm down.
Turning point.
4 damage. And he can still bleed it. 4.
Precision and power.
Reduce the protections, actually. The leper is gonna do a lot more damage than you are at this point. Unless you have the mark. Probably do more if you have the mark. 11 to 21, so we got a minimum roll. Let's see how much the bounty hunter does now. Reduce your stress. Because this is basically over anyway. Do 12. Oh.
The beast.
Or she could just kill it.
The glory.
Skeleton key. I'm glad we have places to use skeleton keys. And our torch lights up, and we're in. And then there was pigs. 37, 30. It's the first round.
A devastating blow.
When we have surprise, we need to do as much damage as possible.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That was definitely out of order. But they died, who cares?
Annihilated.
Yeah, that's like guaranteed to work. Three damage. Aw, it rolled. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. This guy totally didn't even get to hit us. He died before it mattered. Gun.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I guess he could have dodged everyone and I would have looked like an ass, but still. It didn't happen, yay! And yet another food check. If only that reduced their stress too, that'd be awesome. I mean, it's already great that we get free... Oh, look, it's food. Yay, free... Those are awfully close to each other. Why are there food in these? Where did they put it? Is that a water bottle? Can anybody... You can eat 2 more, right? Hey, we're all fully healed. Just in time for battle. There's an awful lot of large creatures this time around. Not that it really matters. 7 and 5. Probably gonna want to hit them both. Corpse cleared. Nope, never mind. That was the wrong bleed. I mean, it was the right one. I wanted to hit them both. But not the one that... 40!
Champion falls.
This guy's amazing. 15% extra damage will do that, I guess. So now he's super toast, so we can stun this guy just to make sure that he doesn't get us next time. Can't hit anyone in the front with anything other than poison darts, it seems. Definitely glad she has poison darts.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
She's completely worthless if she was moved to the front, but I don't imagine there'll be a terrible lot of shuffling, so... He already went, so there's no need to speed us up. Guess I'm pretty sure, assuming this guy doesn't miss, that it's over. 24 damage, non-crit.
Nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Eh, we don't need a portrait anyway. We don't really need those either. And then there was many battles. I heard there was like a developer message on one of these, but they just so often like curse me. I don't want to... Loot! Don't really want to touch them. Oops. You know, I can use torches during combat, so that's fine. Pretty neat that we can do that. So you're going to want to hit those. The Jester actually does pretty good damage, too. On top of the buffs. Hit them again. That one's dead. That one's not dead. That one's dead.
Decimated.
And that one's dead.
The death by inches.
Calculated.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Do we want to get rid of the band-aids or the anti-venom? I think we're gonna get rid of the band-aids. So this... I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, that's right, we don't have an actual, like, person that can use heals. Other than him on himself. 10 and 7.
Elbow blow.
And then the Jester goes. Awesome.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Always 2
all.
less. Or 1 less. But it didn't disease, and that's what I'm more concerned about. Actually, I guess we really wouldn't be. Because she can cure diseases. 13, despite the protection. Gone, and pull this one up so that he can hit both. That's one of the reasons I wanted the bounty hunter to go. I mean, we have really slim pickings for veteran missions now, but anyone that can pull people to the front is really great with the leper, in my opinion.
The slow death.
Blood out.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Got knifed. And can't hit anybody at the front, so 39, 32, 20. He did get... He got a bleed, like, right after I got rid of the band-aid. Should have got rid of the anti-venom. When I think this place, I think poison, too, for some reason. Probably should have thought more towards bleed. 12. Like bleed and disease or something.
press
19 crit.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
What kind of treasure we getting?
This expedition at least promises success.
Do I see a place for a shovel? I do not. That being said, I will probably find one soon. 250. Really isn't a lot of gold. Yeah, we might find more. That other thing isn't worth as much as a stack. Hidden compartment.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Yeah, I'm more interested in useful things than not useful things at this point. I mean, I could still trade them in, but still. Yeah, that looks fine. No, don't look at the cart. Some of it looks edible. I wouldn't eat anything that came out of another fasting seal? The delayed reaction. And we're getting another fasting seal for doing this. I'm not gonna sell them. We're gonna have tons of these. Yeah, it's definitely worth more than the citrine to me. And then if somebody dies with it on, not even a thing.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I like that it hits the front line whenever that's there. Whenever there's a big one in the front. You can hit everybody at the same time. We only need to do 2 more damage to him. Howl. Not the worries. And then we camped. Because despite his amazing stress relief, I'm not sure I want him... Wow, you can't hit anything today. To get 30% more stress. He is over half. We need to fix this before some kind of check. 7 and 5. What would this do? 3 to 7? But he has a bleed on him. Don't do 7 damage. Thank you. Get him under half. Managed. And finish it.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Alrighty, well, I don't know if this is the last room, so we're gonna call it here, and then finish this place up, and then start the next mission. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.